V.
Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov. V. Tzvi.
Yeah.
We just finished the Navi Shir. We're starting Daf Yomi.
Oh, so what time is in Novi?
7.
Good to know. Okay, next week in Hashem.
Let me tell you what we did. We finished Perek Gimel by the Yeravam, and we started Perek Yudalid up until the 10th pasuk.
Okay, so Hashem next week.
Yeah.
I don't know why in the group. I told him to add me to the group.
So Mario said you're in the group.
I am the group.
Because we asked him.
Yeah, okay.
Are you not getting the WhatsApp?
So far, maybe I don't look good.
Okay, so he has you in the group.
Okay,
we
thank
made sure.
Okay, thank you.
Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.
Okay, we're on.
He missed the time. He thought it was 8 o'clock.
Yeah, he thought it was 8 o'clock. I don't know. We've been doing 7 o'clock. Tzvi Eilat, Harold, Tzvi Eilat just joined. He thought the Navi Shir was 8.
Oh. Okay. Where are we holding? I forgot already.
We're on Lamed 30.
Oh, okay, got it. In the right place.
Lamed al Mishnah.
All right, 2 soldiers today.
Oh,
imagine. Yeah.
You're the head of the United Auto Workers, the head of the union. Terrible. He says Israel is like Nazi Germany. I think we should boycott the cars that UAW makes. Terrible. Terrible. I already sent 2 emails to the ZOA and to Stop Anti-Semitism to do something. They said about there's like hundreds of thousands of workers in the UAW, and the guys.
Is he black? Harold, is he black?
No,
Must be black. I just say that. No, really?
No, he's not. He's not black. No.
Oh boy.
Terrible. It's very upsetting. We read all these Democrat senators. Oh, it's enough already. It's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, let's learn.
Daf Lamed. Hashoifech mayim b'reshus harabim. Somebody dumps water in the Reshus Harabim. V'huzak bahen acher. And somebody is damaged by the water. We'll see what kind of damage we're talking about. Chayev b'nizko. Hamatznias hakotz v'taschuchis. Somebody hides or buries thorns or glass in the ground, and somebody gets damaged by it. Vagoiter is gdera bekoitzim, like barbed wire. Somebody makes a fence, and he has thorns sticking out into the Reshus Harabim. The Goder shenafel Reshus Harabim, or his fence falls down into the Reshus Harabim. V'husku b'enachem, and people are damaged by it. Chayiv b'nezikin. Amar Rav Loishanu el Dinatfu Kelev b'mayim. When we talked about the guy who throws water out, we're talking about somebody whose clothes got wet and it's damaged his clothing. Avalhu atzmo, but if he slips and falls on the ground, potter. We've learned this yesterday. Karka oilem izikaso, because the ground is what damaged him, not the water. We don't paskin that way. We paskin that if he's damaged, by the ground, he's going to be chayiv like Shmuel. Harmele Ravuna L'Rav.
Yeah, but shore below Adam, Chamor below Kalim. It's a bore, Bishur Sarabim. And we say shore below Adam, Chamor. So why would he get? Why would he?
We haven't gotten to Shmuel's. Let's see what Shmuel says. So Rav says, "Who atzmo potter? Ki karka oilam ezikaso." Amar Ravuna L'Rav. Lo yehei ela karifsho. This water should be like mud that did damage. Belongs to him. Should be chayiv. Mi savres sheloi tomu maya. Did you think that I'm talking about the water didn't go away? I'm talking about bitamu maya. The water's dried up. And this is just dirt. And the guy damaged his clothing. So then the question is Tarti Lamali. Well, we already learned it in previous Mishnah that if you dropped a jug and there was water and you got dirty with it, you'd be chai. So chad b'mosacham or chad b'mosachsham. Summer and winter. The Tanya. Kol eilish sha'anu poskim b'boseya. All of these cases where they said you're allowed to open up your irrigation ditches to the Rishus Harabim, the Gorfin Marasayim, or opening up your cave water, Bimosachama ein lehen rishus. You don't have permission in the summer to do it because it's dry. Bimosach shamim, when it's wet anyways, yesh lehen rishus. Afal pisha b'rishus, imiziku chav nashalim. If they did damage the water, you have to pay. So that's why we have to be told in two cases. Shmuel holds chayiv bor af mishum chavto. We'll see when we get to bor. Shmuel holds that you're chayiv even if you land on the ground of the bor and you're damaged by it. But if kalim were damaged, then you're put like bor. So we haven't gotten to bor yet, but it's going to fall under the category of bor, which is why there's a chiyuv. Hamatznias hakotes. The Mishnah said that if you hid thorns, Amrav Yochanan lo yishanu ela mafriach. We're talking about barbed wire, and your thorns were pointing outwardly. Aval mitzamtzeh. If it's within his rishus and it doesn't stick into the rishus rabim low, my time of the potter. Cows will scratch their body on the wall, but not people. They'll stay away from the wall. This was all in his bershus, so he didn't cause any damage. Bershus rabim. Torah Hamatzniya koitzosav u'zuchachosav u'tochkosav shel chaver. I put my thorns or pieces of glass into the wall of my neighbor. Uba bal koisel v'soser koisel. My neighbor knocks down his wall. The nafal rabim and v'iziko. And now the thorns and the glass pieces that I had stuck into my neighbor's wall did damage. Chayva matzniya. So the guy who put the thorns there is chayiv. That's if it's a wall that was about ready to fall. So the guy who stuck the thorns there should have had in mind that it could do damage. Aval b'kosel bari, But if it's a good wall, I'm matzniya potter. The guy who put the thorns there is potter. But v'chai bala koisel. The bala koisel whose wall fell into the Rosh Hashanah, he's going to be chai. Amar v'ina zoysa meres. Hamachasa boyrod bedalyav shel chavero. Reuven digs a bore in Rosh Hashanah, and I, Shimon, come by and put my bucket over the bore. And then Ubo balad livanotobli dalyav. So while the bore was covered with my bucket, it was okay, but now I removed it. Chayv balabor. I have nothing. I didn't dig the bore. So pshita. That's exactly like Rav Yochanan about the matzniya koisim. Ma'odesem ahasam. Maybe in a bad wall, and I put thorns there. The bala koisel is potter. The lavi yodele the lodei. Maybe he didn't have time to tell the guy who put the thorns there, take your thorns out of there. The Balad knew the Balabor. He should let the Balabor know that I'm going to remove my bucket. Kamash Malan, that the guy who dug the bear is still chai. Ton Rabbona. Chasidim Arishonim Ayu Matznim Kotzeseyim. Kotzeseyim b'tochse deseyim. The early Chasidim, if they were going to do a barbed wire fence, they would do it within their own field. Umamiki layan shlosha tfachim. They would put the thorns 3 tfachim deep. Kidei shel Yaakov zamachreshet, not to damage anybody's plow. Rav Sheshes shodilu benura, to get rid of the thorns so they wouldn't be a hazard, he would burn them. Rav shodilu bediglas, he would throw them in the Euphrates. Rav Yehuda, hi man de boilem evi chasida. Somebody wants to be a chassid. L'kayim mili de nezikin. Should be careful about laws of damages. Rava Omar mili de avos. Ethics. Va'amri la mili de brachos. So I heard Rabbi Krauss by the simcha of the Genauers. They recently had a simcha bar mitzvah. He said the Rosh Tevus here, avos, brachos, nezikin is even. So brachos is beinodam lamakom. You make blessings beinodam lamakom. Nezikin is beinodam lachavero. Ethics is sort of a thin synthesis of the two, having proper midos. That's even. So Yaakov Avinu, right? Evan, everything that he did was Evan, right? He slept at night. He put an Evan under his head to sleep. And he also filled the bear with Evan. He established his family with this principle, with avos, with brachos, and with mili de nezik. It's a nice word. I heard Rabbi, the Ben Yehoyada, I think, is who he quoted to bring this. Mishnah. Person takes his straw, brings it out to Rosh Hashanah. He wants people to step on it, and it turns into fertilizer for his vineyards and fields. Somebody tripped over it and got damaged. If somebody throws out straw, he's basically been mafkirid, and anyone can take it. Rav Shimon Gamliel Oimer, Anything that you put out Rishus Harabim because you want it to go bad. You're chayiv if somebody gets damaged. You can be zoiche it, it's hefker. Somebody moves animal waste from one place to another. B'shus harabim, v'huzak ben acher chayiv ben isko is chayiv. Lema masnisen delok Rabbi Yehuda. The Tanya Rabbi Omer. B'shas otzas hazvolim. When it was customary for people to make fertilizer, you could pile it up there for 30 days. People will walk on it, animals and humans. And this is one of the reasons nobody can prevent other people from putting their things out into the Rishus Harabim, because Yoshua made it life for Klal Yisrael when they conquered it. So they have Rishus. So the Gemara wants to say, our Mishnah that seemed to establish Achrayus, responsibility for Nezikin, must not be according to Rabbi Yehuda. Because Rabbi Yehuda says you have Rishus to do it. But more says, "Afilu tem Rabbi Yehuda, Moed Rabbi Yehuda shemizik v'shalim machizik." Rabbi Yehuda doesn't argue. You might have rishus to do it, but if someone got damaged, you have to pay. Freit Gemara Vatanan. Rabbi Yehuda Omer. An animal has straw on its back, and it's walking through the Rishus Harabim. And the straw is lit b'ner Chanukah. You have the rishus to put out your ner Chanukah and Rishus Harabim. Potter. The owner of the candle is Potter. Mipnei shehu b'rishus. Comes out from Rabbi Yehuda that anything that's done b'rishus, you're not chayiv to pay. My love, mishum b'rishus bezdin. Since bezdin allows you to do it, you're not chayiv in its damages. More so slow. Mishum b'rishus mitzvah. It's not enough that bezdin allows you to do it, but it's a mitzvah to do it. The Tanya Rahud Omer b'ner Chanukah potter. Nation rishus mitzvah. Because Mekama mitzvah, it's permitted. But if even though you have rishus to do something, like putting your zevel out, but it's not a mitzvah, you're not potter from the damages that it can do. So Toshma. Let's bring a proof. Kol Eilish Sha'amru Mutar L'Kalkal B'Shus Harabim. All of these things that we say you're allowed to do, if they do damage, you have to pay. Rabbi Yehuda poiter. So we have beferish Rabbi Yehuda said that if it's done b'shus best, then you're poiter. Amrav Nachman Masnisen shelo b'shas otzas volume. You didn't have rishus to make the fertilizer. And Rabbi Yehuda is of the opinion if you did it below rishus, you're chayiv. Rav Ashi Amar Tivno v'kashot tnan mishum debashriki. It's only straw because they're very slippery. So straw, that's he holds us machayiv because they haven't been made into zevel yet. Then the Mishnah said. Tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow we're learning at 7:30. It's at p.m. 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
Susie, 1 second. Sue, Am I busy tomorrow night or not? What time am I going? What time am I supposed to be gone? Sue?
For me,
What time am I supposed to leave the house here? What?
leave this house by 7:30
Okay,
or 7.
no. So let's learn at 6:45. Is that okay with everybody?
Sure.
Okay, 6:45. The Mishnah said that if you put your straw out in Rishus Rabim to turn it to fertilizer, you can, whoever wants can take it. Amarav, Bain Begufan, the straw itself, Bain Bishvachan. After time, it becomes Zevel. So you're allowed to either the primary object or what it turns into. Ziri Amar Bishvachan Avalo Begufan. So he says you have to pay, if you take the shvachan, you have to pay the owner for the original kash. The Maika Miflaki. Rav Savar Konsu Gufa Mishum Shvachan. Chachami made a knas on the owners that they're going to lose the object itself. They did make a knas.
So what's the big deal with Yeshua? What did he give him Rishus for? If they're going to be steal it, why? So what kind of gzera is it that they get permission to do it? If they're going to take it away, if it's kanas that they do it, then what is the
We
gzera?
said, even though you have permission to do it, you're going to be chayiv b'achrayus if it does damage, and because Chazal don't want people to get damaged, they give you a knas as well. Rav says basically, yeah, I mean, you lose it. You put it out at the risk of somebody else taking it. That's basically what it's saying. And Rav says you lose everything. And Zeiri doesn't say that the knas is that bad. You get your original, so therefore that's Yoshua.
So you're taking a chance then,
Yeah,
putting it out.
yeah. And not only that, a chance and a knas that you don't get it back. And it says also lo adam lo hoitzi tevin v'kash l'shus rabim k'dei sheyidosh sham v'moitzi kansu chachonim she's a hefker v'chol hakarim be'emzocha kirav. And if once they become zevel, everyone can take it. If you took it before it became zevel, we don't take it away from him. No, Elazar asks good. What about the Tanai of Yoshua? Now remember, once we went into Golus, all of those time went away. Right? That's the whole Indian of Kedusha Rishona Kitchel Shaita Kitchel Osid Lovo. That all got redone later on. But maybe the shot is that the Tanai of Yoshua didn't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were chased out by Golus Bavel. When we came back, we weren't Makadish all of Eretz Yisrael, so had different dinim then. Huh? I'm just saying that myself. I don't have any source for that.
Yeah, it's good there. Yeah, good there. Yeah. I mean, the fact that they used the reason that Yeshua made the gzera, so you would seem to would imply there, But maybe you say maybe in the worst time it didn't apply then, so. But they still said that.
But Yeshua was way before the Gemara was written.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, so if they use the Gezerah of Yeshua, obviously the Gezerah of Yeshua was still in play.
Yeah,
It's obviously still in play, otherwise they wouldn't even say it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Well, you see, this is the final psak. Final
Okay.
psak is also okay. So Tanakh. Somebody moved down from one place to the other. There it doesn't say kol hakodim zochel loktoni. There doesn't say this din that whoever wants to take it can take it. And that seems to imply that they were not goyzer on the gufa dover, kashan rav. So there's no proof. Tana l'reisha. The Reisha talked about Tevin V'Kash, that whoever can grab it, whoever grabs it first gets it. But what did L'Seifa? It applies to the Galal too.
Maybe Dang has a different din. I mean, maybe
No,
this
but
is
what the Gemara says, who adin L'Seifa? That whoever gets it also is zoiche.
okay.
It didn't have to
Okay.
repeat it. Right, the Gemara V'Atani. Another Baraisa says, Asuri Mishum Gezel. You can't take it. Again, Kasha L'Rav. So Kik Tani Asur Mishum Gezel Al Kula Masnisen Koi. It's on everything. And it's also Shakarim V'Zocha, meaning once the person was coining it from Hefker, you can't take it from him. That's what we're talking about. Then it's also Begezel. Freak the Gemara. That you can't be mataritz that way. It's not. A motzi tivno v'kashalu shesarabim lizvolim. Person took out his tevin and kash to make it done. V'huzak behen acher chai v'nisko. V'chol achoyden behem zach. Umuter mishum gesa. That's the first part on the kash and the tevin, which l'chura is separate from achoyden behem zach. Which means there's no gezel if you took it, not gezel from the guy who took it. And are you asking me a kasha galal karamis? Dover sheyesh bo shvach, something that goes up in value over time by it being in Rosh Hashanah longer. Then you can say, like Rav, konsu gufo mishum shvacho, that they not only the guy who takes it after the shvach doesn't have to pay the difference, he gets to keep it from the get-go. It's only davar she'ein bo shvach lo konsu. So I mean, it doesn't improve, then there's no knas. And a piece of dung, it doesn't go up in value the longer it's there. So he boilu. L'divrei ha'oimer konso gufa mishum shvacha, which was Rav. La'alter kansina. Do we say somebody can be zoichet right away, even though it was not mashbiach yet? Oh, l'chimaisa shvacha kansina. It's only if he took it after it got better. So Torshma, Midika Irina. That which you asked me a kasha from Galal, which doesn't improve. Mashma that the knas occurs even without improvement. The Gemara says v'tizber, is that so? Ki Irina and Galal. That's Mekamid l'shani Rav Nachman. That was before Rav Nachman gave us this concept that Galal is different. Lebosser Deshani, after he was Mataritz, Rav Nachman, that he told us it's different. Mi'ika Lemirma. Glal Klal. Is there any kasha from Glal? So Lema Ketanoi. Let us say it's a machlokes Tanoi. Shtar Shekosuv Boribis. You have a contract. Chaim Yankel is going to loan $1,000. At 5% interest. Coin soy, veina goy velosa karen velosa ribis to Reb Meir. According to Rav Meir, the lender cannot collect the principal or the interest. You can still collect the principal. Maybe Lema Rav is saying to Rav Meir, because he's koines the goof, the Karen, as well as the shvach, the ribbis. Takes it all away from him. And Zeiri says like Rabbana, no. The Chachamim there only deny the lender the interest, but they give him the principal. Ela Karen de Behetera. The Karen was loaned Beheter. There's no Isser to loan the principal. The Isser is just the ribbis. So it makes sense to only find the ribbis. Aval Hacha, when you put your straw into Rishus Harabim, so the Karen Gufa Kamazik, that's the damaging thing. So I want to fine you for putting the damaging thing there. Zeiri Amalacha, another Amrini, another the Amri Afilu, the Das Rab Meir. Ad Kalak Rab Meir Hasam. There, Rab Meir gives you a fine that you cannot collect the principal or the interest. Ella Mishas Ksiva. That's already from the time of the writing of the star, because he already did Naveira. The Ovid Leishuma, you have to value the land in the star. Aval Hacha, when you throw the kash into the street. So first of all, Miyemer Damazik. Who says it's going to do damage? When you put the straw down, it's not clear that it's going to do damage, so there's no purpose to find the guy at all. So Leimakani Tanoi. That Rav and Zeiri are arguing in the same way as the following. Amoitzi Tavno Kashal Rishus Rabim Lizvolim. Person puts out his straw, V'huzik ben Acher, somebody slipped, Chayiv, ben Isko. V'chol HaKoyden ben Zoch, V'asur Mishum Gezer. Rabbi Shimon Oimer, Kol Makalklim, Rishus Rabim, V'ziku Chayiv L'shalim. V'chol HaKoyden ben Zoch, Mutar Mishum Gezer. So first the Gemara says, Hagufa Kasha. The Baraisa is internally contradictory. Amrit, Kol HaKoyden ben Zoch, of other Koymen Asur Mishum Gezer. You told me anybody who wants can take it, and then you said it's Asur Mishum Gezer. Elavachi Kama. L'chol HaKoyden ben Zocha means b'shvacha. That's once the improvement occurs. V'asur Mishum Gezer, that's a gufan. You can't take the goof of the thing. Means you have to pay the owner the value of the cash. You can keep the improved thing, but otherwise it's gezel. And for us, there's no gezel on any of it. So l'zeiri vade tanoi. You can't get around zeiri. You have to say that that's a machlokes tanam according to zeiri. But maybe l'rav milema tanoi. According to everybody, there's a knas guf and the shvach. Rather, here is a different shaila. Halacha vein morin ki kamifuki. Diitmar. Ravuna Amar Rav, halacha vein morin came. The halacha is that you can take the straw, but we don't announce it publicly because it looks like gezel. Ravana Barva Amar halacha umorin came. He was like Rosh Gamliel. It's a halach, and you can publicly say it. Versus Aini. Varavuna Afkir Chushli. He was mafkir barley peels. And Ravada Baraba Afkir Salikusta, which was from pomegranate, from dates. So Bishmar Avada Bar Ava Kishmaitse. Because Allah Chumarim came. El Ravuna Lemar Hadar. You can tell me Ravuna changed his mind. Hanu Mutar Navu. Those that put the barley out there, they were warned that they should remove the barley from Rosh Hashanah. They didn't do it. So there they made a fine. And they took it away from them by making it mafker. The halacha is halacha ve'ein morin kain. Okay.
Isn't rib